Kill that real quick. Dang. Welcome to the Ranch Live.
Are we live?
It is. We are live. It is an alternate format day. I had Rick's mic was triggered to turn on, and he's not here. So.
He's not here.
So I did the weird audio thing. I'm gonna turn that on just so in case it goes back to it again. Anyway, so sorry about that static there at first.
Static.
It is a Friday. It is March 19th, 2021. We are live here at the Christian Life Ranch.
Josh, today's a big day.
What is, Scott?
There's a lot going on today.
What is going on today?
We've got banquets. We've got new segments. We've got us talking about whatever we decide to talk about.
Whenever we get on.
Oh, I'm super excited about this new segment. You guys might have heard something about it. It's called Man on the Street.
Man on the Street.
So, Scott, tell us a little bit about some of the effort that went into this.
So essentially what we did is we got some students and with some staff. Elijah has spearheaded this as the face of Man on the Street, and he was we were downtown. That wasn't downtown Phoenix. That was what, Tempe?
That would have been Tempe. Yes,
we were on Tempe. Some street near ASU campus.
That's Mill Avenue, very famous street.
Infamous Mill Avenue.
Because there's so for those of you who don't know, the street Mill Avenue and the road in Scottsdale called Hayden Road was named after the Hayden Flour Mill. That's still actually in existence there. I mean, this is from a long time ago. There's a flour mill that was there. And so now we have Mill Avenue and Hayden Road, and they're named after that flour mill. That's right there. Right next to ASU's campus. So
yeah, we took some cameras down there and started filming and asking the important questions. And we had a lot of interesting people show up, some more than others, and some actually present and some not so present. But we learned a lot about the process and how to make it happen, and so this is something that I hopefully will be refining over,
Yeah, we went
as we learn from it. So we welcome critiquing.
Yeah, we went out there and we really just kind of hit the ground running and started getting as many interviews as possible. So we brought you today one segment of that, so one interview, but we still haven't decided, if we're gonna do like some kind of a popcorn thing where we put a bunch of clips from the interview of people answering the same question together. But yeah, we definitely welcome your guys' input on that. Let us know what you think, what you liked, what you didn't like, how it could be better. We want your input on this. We covet your input. So definitely.
And the one thing that's really special about this is I think the first national broadcast of a duet between you and Rick.
Oh, you gave it away. Nobody would have known that it was Rick.
Well, I have to throw it out there.
Good job.
That's what we do here.
Where's the bus?
Where's that bus? It's the bus on the street.
It's over the top of me. All right, so it looks like I got that queued. I literally, the reason why we started at the ish time of 4:35 today was because I was rendering that video seconds before and adding it into the software during the intro today. So, that's how we do things. We like to do things.
We get it done,
minute,
though. Get it done. So that's where we're at.
So today we got some topics for you that we're going to go over. Obviously, if you haven't figured it out yet, Rick Casto is not here. He is at a leadership meeting up in Prescott. So So he won't be here today, but we want to update you guys on several things. Obviously we want to show you our new Man on the Street segment. We want to talk to you about some banquet things. I believe there's a banquet tonight.
There is a banquet tonight. Yes, this is the Sierra Vista banquet.
No, it's the
Yuma banquet. Sorry. I'll hear about that later. This is the Yuma banquet, and it is going to be at 7 p.m. tonight. This benefits the Tucson Center.
It does benefit the Tucson
and
Men's
so at least I got
Center.
some of that right. And we really look forward to you guys showing up. 7 o'clock live stream. It'll be on YouTube.
Right.
And it will be a live stream on Facebook, but it will be a premiere on YouTube. So
That's
there's
right.
a difference. Anyway, that's all I got.
Not much of a difference. So.
Not much. So tune in for that. And
Yes, so we got that going on. But so before we jump into all of that, and we welcome your comments and your input on the discussion as well. But before we get into all that, let's hear a quick word from one of our favorite sponsors.
hope to the hopeless and forgotten. Each day at the Christian Life Ranch, we are busy taking the freshest imported coffee beans and roasting them to hearty goodness, sealed and ready to brew for that perfect coffee moment. Visit coffeecrosscause.org today. With great streaming comes great responsibility. We now return you to The Ranch Live.
All right, we are back. Make sure you order some coffee from Coffee Cross Cause. I'm telling you, if you have not tried the Coffee Cross Cause coffee, you will not be disappointed. This is some top tier, fresh roasted to order coffee. So make sure you check that out.
It's good.
So what do you think, Scott? Should we just jump right into the segment? Or
I think we should. And yeah, let's do it.
Let's
right.
not keep them waiting.
You can do it.
okay, with no further waiting or ado, we present to you the world premiere of Man on the Street.
Man on the Street.
Here it is.
Man on the street, who you gonna meet? Let's beat the heat with the man on the street.
Man on the Street.
Miss my cue. So we're just out here, like I said, Brock, asking some people a couple questions. My first one is, how has addiction played a role or affected your life?
I do know people who have struggled with drugs or alcohol, whatever it may be, and it just has changed them. You know, it kind of took them off the path that they had set for them. So it's definitely sad, and you know, hopefully those type of people can, you know, overcome those things and get back to where they want to be.
What's something you think that you could do to help them?
I mean, I think mostly being there for them, because I mean, people that go through that, you know, most of the time they feel like they're alone maybe, or they're going through something. So you just got to be, I guess, a voice for them and just not give up on them. So, you know, whatever you can do to help them, you know, I mean, it's ultimately up for them to change, but, you know, having someone there for you, you know, to take that step is huge. So
What do you think, if any, is the solution to the drug and alcohol epidemic?
man, that's a loaded question.
It is.
That's a loaded question. So, I mean, there's a lot of different things. I mean, getting the drugs here in the first place is the biggest thing, and, you know, how are you going to stop that? You know, there's always going to be some type of way to do that. But, I mean, I guess they have it in the schools, they have it everywhere, so it's like, you know, what can you really do to stop someone from trying to get that or going down that path? But I guess continuing to not give up on talking about it, you know, that's probably the biggest thing.
Making
to
people
start
aware
there.
about it and
Right,
stuff
right.
kind of thing?
You know, and
Okay.
just showing how, you know, different avenues, how you can go down one way or the other way based off of whatever you choose. So, yeah.
All right. Hey, Brock.
Appreciate
Thank you, man. God
Yeah,
bless
yeah,
you. Have a
yeah,
good day.
You too, man. You.
Thanks, bro. This has been Elijah with Man on the Street.
All right.
Man on the street.
And we are back.
Man on the street.
And that was Man on the Street.
Man on the street.
Scott's singing you the tune. It'll get stuck in your head.
It
that
does get stuck in your head.
that
Stuck in your head.
intro. Yeah. So all right. So again, let's remind you guys that tonight at 7 p.m., make sure you tune in to either the Tucson Center's Facebook page, the Corporate Teen Challenge of Arizona Facebook page, or you can catch it over on our YouTube channel, which is found at AZ Teen Challenge over on YouTube. And if you haven't yet, take some time, even if you're not a big YouTube watcher, even if you don't like to watch the show on YouTube that often, just go over to YouTube for us. Do us a favor and click on that subscribe button if you haven't yet. We're trying to build our subscribers, and so maybe you can help us out with that. Also, we're trying to...
we are now up to 240 subscribers. That is 5 more than last week.
So you guys are listening, so I appreciate that. But if you haven't yet, if you're one of the ones out there that's like, I only watch you guys on Facebook, just do me a favor and just hop on over to YouTube real quick and hit that subscribe button. Even if you never tune into a show on YouTube, just subscribe to us. We covered your subscription. Same thing with Facebook. We want to see more likes.
Share,
we want to see
likes.
Expanding our reach and our impact. So make sure you click like on this page, Christian Life Ranch, and if you have not yet, invite your friends to like the page as well. Maybe they'll tune in to the Ranch Live and hear something that will inspire them. So I know hopefully we're going to have some testimonies. There's been a lot of new ranch students that have come up that have not yet been on the show, but it has been a busy week for the guys. Mickey, you want to tell them a little bit about what they've been up to?
Well, they've been up to they had the Mecum Auto Auction this week, which is a really cool event.
Yeah, what is the Mecum Auto Auction?
The Mecum Auto Auction is, well, in the title, it's an auto auction. Kind of a lot like the Barrett-Jackson. It is a smaller scale auction, but a lot of cool cars.
Yeah. What are the guys doing out there?
Well, they're shining cars.
Shiny.
They are
I like
fueling
shiny.
cars. They are standing by cars. They are
I believe they're
parking
actually
lot attendants.
they're actually pushing cars up on the
pushing
stage
cars.
too.
Looking at
That's
cars?
true. I always leave that out to the last, pushing cars, because I didn't want to push no cars. Put
I
my
have
hands
never
on
once
some
been to
those
one of
cars.
these.
Those are nice
Yep.
cars out there.
I've been to the Barrett-Jackson Auto Auction.
Yes.
Did I say Jackson?
Jackson.
But I've never been to the
Jackson.
Mecum one. I hear it is long days, long hours. So, but it is some much needed income that comes to the ranch to help support these
Yes.
guys way through the program. So just be praying for those guys, because sometimes they struggle out there, and so they need your prayers. They need support through
Thank you to
these
Mike.
times. And there's lots of opportunities for them to learn and grow, and the Lord to really reveal some stuff to them. So just
Push
pray
through that work.
that God gets through to them in whatever way He needs to through this auto auction as well. And on that note of much needed income to support these guys' way through the program. Scott, why don't you tell them a little bit about the student sponsorship opportunity that...
Well, the student sponsorship opportunity enables you to support a student through their journey here at the ranch. We've got a link in the bio for that. And the student sponsorship program is a great way to do that. It's a monthly pledge of $25.
It's $40 a month
$40,
is where they're
$40 a month.
trying to get you in there.
I was reading a different one, I think, then.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's a great way to support our students as they're going through the ranch.
Yeah, and the Man on the Street segment was starring Elijah Coburn, who just so happens to be our student sponsorship coordinator. And I believe he's actually kind of filling in as Phoenix's student sponsorship coordinator as well. He's helping those guys out a lot over there too. He's been going back and forth.
Busy guy.
He's got a heart. He's got a heart for this ministry, and he's a really good dude. So, and he wants to share Jesus with people out there on the streets. So that's why he volunteered for Man on the Street. And he got to do some witnessing opportunity out there too. We've got some video of that as well. There was a divine appointment out there where we really got to minister to a guy. Hopefully he'll end up coming into the Teen Challenge Phoenix program.
Yes,
But we did some ministry out there. It was a lot of fun.
A lot of learning lessons and all that.
Yeah, for sure. So
Just have a white van set up there with all the forms they can fill out and put them in the van. Drive them to Phoenix.
That's definitely one thing that we learned is that we need to have, because we're trying to, like, it was tough because we were trying to stay focused when we were shooting Man on the Street on, you know, the goal that we were trying to accomplish, which was to get content, to get as many people as we could on camera talking to us. And then it was like there was these guys that needed ministry out there, and we're like, oh, we need a team with us to hand off and be like, okay, here's the team that's here to help you and to minister to you so that we can continue to get that content while we're out there. So that was definitely one of the things we learned. But
Awesome.
yeah. All right, well, we're gonna take a quick break, and then we'll be right back after these words from Scott's Garden.
The desert's a harsh place for a garden. Things don't like to grow here, except for the cactus. We don't care. We're gonna grow some stuff anyway. And you can help. Donate some dirt today. And let's bring some veggies to the desert.
Christian Life Garden. All right, we are back, and Scott, why don't you, since we did a Christian Life Garden commercial, why don't you update us on what's going on out there at the garden?
I've got herb.
Whoa!
Whoa.
We got some
Where's the man on the
cilantro
street?
and some mint. I'm going to put in my iced tea. Now I got some things planned. We got Roma tomatoes.
That's what's going on in the garden. You're growing
okra.
you're growing mints for your tea. Is that?
Well, that's part of it. Okra, potatoes. We got a few things planted. I got some jalapenos going in today. I got spearmint.
I learned something new that you should grow potatoes inside of a container.
That's what I'm doing.
I
I have
know. I'm just
6
saying,
containers out there.
by you
Yeah.
doing that, I learned something.
Oh, I see where you're going with that. Yes. I just realized that with the critters we have and how tenacious they are, it's probably the best bet because they completely eradicated our potato farm last year.
Right.
And we had like rows of potatoes, and they disappeared in no time.
And then when you're done growing them, you just literally like dump out the container, and you got all your potatoes.
There you go.
So
It's beautiful. I can't
it's
wait.
amazing.
So we're excited. Got a lot of good helping out there, and it's good stuff.
Nice. Hey, Mickey, what?
Yes.
Hey, Mark
who's-
Johnson, thanks for
You got
joining
any
us.
shout outs for us? Or
Oh, yes. Mandy, Rebecca, Joy, thank you all for joining us today. Mark Johnson.
AJ's here.
Is AJ there?
Yep, Tony
Hi,
Frey.
AJ. I saw AJ today. It's
Tony
always
Corey.
good to see AJ.
AJ.
I was down at the Phoenix Center today and got to see Nathan Archibald, Doug. Love Nate.
Yep.
Nate is such a cool dude.
speaking of AJ, that's a good segue into what's going on tomorrow.
Oh, yes.
So if you're out there and you're wondering, there will not be a Blessingdale's North yard sale, tent sale. I guess it's not really a tent sale anymore. That will not be happening tomorrow because the Phoenix Center's bike run, the Teen Challenge bike run.
Vroom, vroom.
Do we know which? What this is an annual bike run. So what do we know which one it is? Maybe AJ can drop that in the comments if you know.
Yeah.
We got the bike run going on tomorrow. That's gonna be fun, exciting. A lot of motorcycles rolling up to the old Christian Life Ranch. I'm gonna
Yep.
be taking a drone shot at some point along the route and getting
That'll be
these
exciting.
guys. So
How
we'll
fun.
definitely.
Are you
bring
going to
that
be
you.
embedded, or are you going to do it as they get here?
You know, I've been embedded before on a rented Harley Davidson, and that was a lot of fun. But no, this year I'm gonna sneak attack out on the route. I'm gonna be hidden in the corner with flying a drone right over their heads.
From your patio.
Love it.
No,
Hey, Angela. Thanks for
there's a
joining,
very
Angela.
specific spot that they want this shot at.
Jeremy's
Oh,
out
is
there.
it?
Pastor Jeremy's on. Showed up.
Nice.
How you doing,
Yeah,
Pastor
thanks for
Jeremy?
tuning in, Pastor.
Thanks for tuning in. Hey, I'm going to repost the Man on the Street as an independent post after this in case you missed it. So for those of you just tuning in, Man on the Street will be its own post shortly after this show.
Right. That's our ultimate goal for Man on the Street, is for it to be a kind of segment on the YouTube channel. We're trying to drive some more content towards the YouTube channel, and mainly the reason why we want to drive some people towards the YouTube channel. Again, if you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel, make sure you make your way over to YouTube and hit subscribe on there. Our very own Patrick Murphy has been making a lot of content that's geared towards intake. We're trying to really get the word out, because one of the things that you might have noticed from our Man on the Street video is that when Elijah posed the question to the guy, okay, well, what do you do if someone needs help? What's the solution? What's the answer to this? And there really wasn't a good answer. It kind of threw him for a loop. He was like, oh man, that's a loaded question. And it's like, well, we know the answer. We know Jesus is the answer. And Teen Challenge is such a great place to really show people that truth. But there's so many people out there that just don't know that Teen Challenge is there and Teen Challenge is available. I mean, if you're watching or listening to Air One or K-Love, maybe you've heard our commercial, but how many drug addicts are out there listening to K-Love or Air One?
Their parents are, and their moms are.
Yeah, but probably not too many of them. I mean, parents, family members though, but we're definitely trying to get the word out about there is bed space available here in Arizona for people to get help. So help us drive some traffic towards that channel, and then people will see our content that's geared towards intake as well. So that'll be very cool.
Awesome.
Yeah. All right. So let's give an update on the building project.
Oh,
yeah, something happened.
I posted
What
pictures.
There were pictures of something. I just saw pictures of
Oh,
a truck,
yeah, so
and
APS truck
somebody
rolls
walking
up on
around.
us yesterday, quietly, unexpectedly, and a guy in an orange jacket was walking around the property measuring stuff.
Yes, they are
Anybody
getting
talking?
ready.
That's
They are getting
legit.
ready to move those poles. They told us that it would be 4 weeks, and that was probably 3 weeks ago. So I mean, we got to be coming right
Really?
up on when they're actually coming out here to move these power lines. And then once that happens, the dams have busted open, and the construction will be flooding out like rushing waters.
I really hope so.
I was
That was
searching
very
for a metaphor
descriptive.
there.
That was very dramatic. Boom.
So that's definitely what's going on with the building project. I guess technically we're still in the same spot we were.
Still in the same
Since we
spot.
really-
There's measurements somewhere.
Somebody's walking around with a wheel.
we
on
get
a
it,
stick.
but we get excited about the littlest thing, dude in a truck
absolutely.
shows up and we're like, yeah,
Slow me
God,
down
no.
or sometimes.
Look, we're that much closer.
It's
It's
happening.
almost starting.
So
So
excited.
okay, so that's our building project update. Blessingdale's North. We have the property. I mean, it's pretty much locked in that this store is going to become our store.
Cool.
So keep it marked in your
I hope so. We've hyped it enough.
Google Maps,
It's
Apple
on
Maps,
19th
whatever
and
you
Bell?
use. No, it's 16th Street
16th Street.
and Bell.
Bell. Okay.
So 16th Street and Bell is right across the street from Turf Paradise. If you know where Turf Paradise is,
Turf
there's
northeast corner.
there's like a Sam's Club right there,
Yeah.
Discount Tire. Yeah, so
were
we're
just over
on the
there the other day.
northwest corner. So
Oh, okay.
that's right where we are, and it's a little bit off the street, but it's a really great spot, and I think it's really gonna serve us well. It's just about the right size. It's not too big. It's not too small.
It's a little in the middle.
It's right in there. So
a-
that's happening. We're still working through the lease deal. So just be praying for that the lease goes how it's supposed to go. And
Did you already state that there's no yard sale tomorrow? Speaking of which,
I did state that.
Okay.
But it's probably worth stating again. Reminder that there will not be a yard sale tomorrow.
sometimes I don't listen.
In case you missed it.
When we
there's
talked
no
about
yard
the
sale
bike
tomorrow.
run, that's how
Yeah,
we talked. That's what's happening
That's where
instead.
you.
So. Yep. So that
There's a
is
bike
where
run.
we're at with the thrift store.
Cool.
So that's very cool. Do we have a special guest coming up pretty soon? I thought Rick said he had somebody on the line.
Not off the top of my head.
Yeah.
We'll have to get something put together. It's supposed to be our Friday feature from now on.
Yeah, we really want to start doing more special guest appearances. Jeremy was our last one. Thanks, Jeremy.
Thanks, Jeremy.
Still tuned in. But yeah, we really want to expand the show. We want it to be something that draws people in and just really gets the word out about Teen Challenge Arizona, because it's a very unique ministry, very special place. So
It's a great place.
Scott, why don't you tell everybody before we it's already a little bit after 5 o'clock, so
Wow, that was a half hour.
yeah, we're gonna
started.
bring this thing
Started
in.
late enough.
4:30-ish.
Ish. What am I saying?
So we're in conclusion. Why don't you tell little people how they can support the show if they
Well, you can
So
send me
desire.
a check,
Nice.
and
That reminds me of we used to have a guy here. His name was Anthony, and his thing was he would tell people all about his ministry. He would say, hey, if you want to support my ministry, and you want to write a check, you just the ministry's name is Christian Apostolic Spiritual Healing, but you can just make that out to the initials of that. I'll let you figure that one out later. Anyway, Scott, so how can they support the show?
I'm thinking.
Cash, in case.
Cash. We got a Patreon. That's a great way to support us. It's a monthly tool. You can go to Teespring and buy some shirts, hats, and other wonderful
How do I get to
gear.
Teespring, Scott?
You go to teespring.com, Josh, and you look up T-Challenge.
What about
Hey,
isn't there
you know,
like a
it's
faster
also-
way to get there?
Yeah, you click on the link in the comments. Or in the,
Oh, the link.
in the
Okay,
bio.
there you go. That's
Thank
great.
you, Robert.
A little link tree down there.
So we got that. We've got my registry, which I was reminded by Joy that I need to get on it and update it to Amazon. I've been slacking on my duties, so
Oh,
she was kind enough to remind me that is part of my job, and so I need to get that done.
Yeah, we still don't have our O Scott shirt.
Yes,
ready
Coffee
yet.
Cross Cause is another way to help support us. That supports the whole program.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of different ways you can help out, and we appreciate all of them.
Yeah,
All of it.
absolutely. It's been a very busy week this week. We've been doing a lot of shooting for the virtual Easter sunrise service. We're going to be doing a pre-recorded virtual Easter sunrise service. And
Sounds like it was going really good.
it was, yeah. We got there was a lot of great content, and Pat Murphy and I actually multitasked and got a ton of quick testimonies recorded on video as well. So hopefully he'll be sending me some of those so I can use some for the show. But as well as we got Giving Tuesdays coming up here before too long, so getting all prepared for that. But it was good. It was very good. We got some testimonies at Home of Hope, at the Tucson Center, at the Phoenix
Exciting.
Center. I don't think we got any here at the ranch, but I think he might have went around without me and got some here while I was here.
I think so.
So anyway, but that's all we got for you today, unless you guys can think of anything else.
No.
Again, we definitely want to hear you guys' input. So in the comments, or shoot us a direct message, email Scott at media@tcaz.org. If you've got some input, some advice for the show, some criticism, we're not afraid to get some criticism.
afraid of
We just want to
Guide our
see.
path.
We just want to make this thing better, so we want to make it something that you guys are looking forward to throughout the week. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, you can tune in and check us out. So thanks for tuning in. Let me
Thanks,
pray
Chad.
for you guys, and we will call it a show today. And enjoy your Friday, and come back at 7 o'clock for the Yuma banquet. All right?
Banquet.
So, Father God, we just thank you for today, Lord. We thank you for all the Teen Challenge family, extended family who's out there watching the show. We just pray that you bless them, God. We just pray that you would get through to them and God, just to increase in their lives, God. Help. We want to see relationships be built with you, God, and with others, Father. Help us to accomplish what you have for us. God, and we just pray for the leaders of Teen Challenge, for Snow and Jeff and Liddell and Tiffany. We just pray that you would lead, guide, and direct them, and just help Teen Challenge to accomplish what you want it to accomplish. God, help just direct our paths and help us to rely on you. And we just thank you for that. We thank you for everybody out there, and just give us a blessed weekend. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
We will see you guys on Monday at
Monday.
4:30-ish.